Hello, welcome to another episode of Get Rich and Fit Tryin. So after a couple trials and errors, we finally got everything right. So now we're going to go ahead and get right to it. I'll see you on the other side. Let's go. Alright, good morning, my neighbors. Welcome to Get Rich and Fit Tryin. You already know how it goes. We're going to go ahead and do our best to go ahead and knock it out the park. But adjust my lighting a little bit. This thing is a little dark. See if that's better. Yeah, that looks a little better. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and do that. Actually, be right back. I got to close the door. Well, I can minimize the noise as the little ones start running all over the place around here. Okay, where are you, live screen? There you are. So a lot of things is going on. Looks like NQ is trying to make its push right back up, and it's doing an A effort. That I will agree. Let's go ahead and zoom this into the 15-minute. I do have some neurons from last week that's still here. Trying to see how this goes as we're now getting into the bullish line from last week. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. All right, let's go ahead and leave that bad boy alone. All right. I don't know. It's, bullish is the way it seems. It really does seem that way. Get that ready. As we get these new trades, got 36 seconds until the market opens up. And let me go unmute my Zoom. There we go. Oh, I got the waiting room still going. Let me go turn the waiting room off. What up, Mert? What's going on with you? Nothing but positive vibes. Positive vibes. That's what the market gonna bring. Oh, were you able to play with some of the stuff we talked about on last week? Alright, good. Ooh, all my stuff is lining up. I had a feeling that was going to happen. And you know the funny thing about it? I wish I played on Sunday night. I was just too tired to even try to. I'll go over those alerts in a little bit. Oh, yeah, I got into it? Oh, okay. That's what's up. Can't go wrong with being done for the day. Let's see. I'm gonna have to take. What's that? Okay. Look like I'm gonna have to check out. What's this? B Snow and Bros. Dutch Bros. I haven't seen that ticker in a while. I have to check that one out later. That's like Starbucks competitor. Alright, so it looks like the opening range is starting off with a little bit of a pullback. I think it's because of that psychological 100. So far we got 105, 92, and 119. Those are the areas of interest. I wonder how people get the named customer service on their scam calls, because this is just crazy. It says customer service and it's not really customer service. Let me get the let's move that out the way. That way I can really fix this light. I feel like this light is not giving me the look I want. Let's fix this problem. Hey, good morning, Javi. Oh, I hear it. It sounds like you're on the road for real. Ha! Gotta go get it. Alright. No worries. Well, I'll let you know if I see $1 million. That way I can let you get it. Think of the. Alright. Oh, it's the brightness. I think the kids played with that, so we'll fix that. There we go. That looks a lot better. Okay. Now I feel normal. Alright, what else we got? What else we got? Z-Scaler is down for the day. That's alright. I was thinking about scalping this until I find something fun to do, but you know what? I think I am. I'm gonna scalp this, but I'm gonna scalp this on the eval. We got about 10 more minutes until opening range is set. I know they're trying to get through this whole entire order block, and like I said from earlier, they're above the previous day's opening range. So I want to see how they treat this 200 moving average before I really commit on anything. And while I wait for that, let me go ahead and take care of these alerts. Let me go see. Let us start here. Coin MT. This is my orange list. This is a long-term one. Alright, so let's go ahead and just. Okay, why is this not? Okay, there we go. Okay. Thought I had a broken system. Alright, so they're taking a nice little push up. Now that's that 200 moving average. It was too close. That's the reason why I didn't want to take it. But if you did take it, congratulations. We could get a rejection here. So I'd rather sit back and see if I can find a better spot. I want to say Barrick Mining. What was that one? Why is my computer running so slow? Come on, baby. Alright, we get a little bit of a push through the 200. Again, waiting for that opening range. Sometimes you could play as trade and just stay into that bad boy, but you're just going to Swung. Oh, nice. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know if Lee is in here. If you are in here, congratulations. Shot me in. Oh, he's not in here. Okay. Okay. Boom. Like to hear when people are getting W's. If you don't have any breakdown, you're not too sure how to trade or whatever the case may be, if you click the link down below, you can book a one-on-one. I know my dates are not set. I just gotta get through the opening school session. So, but down below, you just click the link, book your one-on-one with yours truly. I'm gonna take care of you. Also, charts are available as a whale. So if you have a ticker that you're having trouble with, yeah, they're still pushing this bad boy up. By all means, just go ahead and join on over. I think they're gonna go try to get through this fair value gap over here. It's like a slow drip until they get up there. I think a good solid pullback is probably going to be needed for it to really fly through. But I think they're trying to get outside of here. I won't be surprised somewhere around in here is some sellers. So don't take the first stab. You might want to wait for the second stab, just to be on the safe side. All right. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. How's the other one? Snow. All right, got a solid rejection on that top side. So you can kind of see that's that 200 showing some weakness. That's all that is. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna probably check out the other tickers and indices. Probably check out oil. Cause I'm really curious about oil. I wonder if we're gonna get a good oil inventory, cause we had a nice little pullback, and wondering are they gonna slow down production, knowing that price is dropping, cause that's what they did during the pandemic. That was the finesse. I mean, that wasn't the finesse. That was just them operating at most efficient, so that way they can be able to maximize profits. No finesse, but we'll see. And the last one is Coinbase. Now my pure scalp just came in. Looks like we are getting ourselves a sale. They're trying to push this thing back down. See if that actually works out. Probably going to go ahead and come back into that stranger danger unless they grab liquidity, all these scalpers coming in. So that'll be fun to see. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Coinbase. Alright. Let me get my groove on over at Robinhood. Alright. I think I like that barrack. Close the door. I'm recording.
Are you making a video?
I am, Papa. Alright, looks like they grabbed the liquidity off of those that stepped into there thinking that it was nice to short. Alright, and I think I'm gonna get this Barrick Gold. This Barrick Gold sound interesting. Barrick miners, I should say. I don't think it's gold. What was Barrick again? I'm trying to remember. I've seen this back in the days during the pandemic. And this one does something in particular. Precious metals. Alright, what do they do? Yeah, okay, so they do gold, copper, and other activities. Now, copper did get jabbed in the throat. Stock is actually going for like $21 right now. So, we're going to go ahead and take a smidge. Take a smidge, eat. Smidgy, smidgy, smidge. Whoa, whoa, 3, 4, 5. I missed one. MT. MT. Alright, we got a few more minutes left. Left like 2 minutes actually. I missed one more. There's 6 months. Now, MTE is one that is mining for steel. And with us trying to build our infrastructure, I don't know if they're going to ever pull the trigger because it requires to spend money. It's a whole nother conversation. We'll see what happens there. All right, looks like they're getting all that sell side liquidity here. Like I said, I'm a little upset. I saw this from last night. I was just talking to Mert about that. And I was like, damn, they can't really break this. Might do a nice little bounce here. And I was thinking about just holding on to it. And I did not. I should have, but I did not. And almost 400 points later, it's still up. And it's up, and it's up. I guess it's stuck. All right, done. All right, let's see. That's that. And then, let's see, is that an order block? I'm going to hold off on that one. And I'm going to focus back over here. Let me check out oil before 20 seconds is over. Yep, that's what I thought. Coming down. If you did not watch my BYTTT, I did cover that there was a possibility that I was going to come down on that bad boy, and that's exactly what we did. We are coming down. Good grab of liquidity. Close the door, please.
What time is it?
It's like 9 something. Please close the door. What are you doing? Close the door, please. Thank you. All right. Got another alert. And that is my daily change. Yeah, I think that's my daily change. Yep. Of course the daily is changing. Let's go take a peek. So the 4 hour looks like this with all this action. I would jump right into it because the 4 hour looks like we're about to break on through. Actually, I think I'm a little early on that. Let's take a step back. I want a 5-minute close above. Excuse me. I want a 5-minute close above so that way we can go ahead and try to take a stab with this momentum. It's going to be real tricky because you see that, and then if I go over the 15-minute, that looked like that. This would be okay, but really I'm looking at this. And this is still on the bearish side of everything, and this is pinned. So that's why I said there might be some type of sell-off when we get through the order block. So just be conscious of that. All right, we have my 5-minute 800 EMA. Let's see how that goes. Okay, something went wrong with my alert. Let me go check. Because you're not supposed to announce that. Oh, actually you are. That was my 45-minute. I thought it was a 4-hour. Okay. 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 Urgh. I'm trying not to have the FOMO. And I'm trying to wait for this thing to close, but the momentum is just too strong. This thing is just flying right through. That's why I wanted to scout. Ah, I do feel a little bad that I did not take it, but it's not the best of setup. The liquidation of the Bears was probably the best entry. Let me tell you what entry that would have been. That would have been 163. 163, which was down inside of here. But that would have been tough for the size of contracts I want to operate with. That would have beat me up. That would have beat me up. You want to catch it before they take off, but they did it before the market opened. Real tough, real tough. All right, let me get my work done. I got some other stuff I got to do. Let's get this 15-minute opening range going. Come on, 5-minute. What you got for us? And then let me get this. This is golded. Oh, even gold is taking off. Gold had a nice little pullback early this morning, and I was thinking about taking the potential reversal on it. Alright, cute. And I need that 45-minute. Let me see what this is doing. Yep, that's what it looks like. And that is what it looks like. It's still kind of close to a good entry point, but I just want to wait till that 5-minute officially close. Let me go send a message to the folks. That way they know what's going on if they're not on the show with us. All right, let's get ourselves set up. Because it's so far away, I think I'm not going to touch my PA yet. I'll wait for a better setup for that. That said, have this eval, and we're probably going to operate with this here. I wish there was a way I could change accounts here, but I can't really change accounts here. Let's go ahead. We're going to start off with A1. I like to operate with a 1, 2, 3 move. And like I said, this can be a rejection. That's why I am going with 1. Oh man, I need some water. Give me a second. All right. Where would I put my 2? I would love to take out the fair value gap that's over here. Where would I put my... Ooh, actually, what am I doing? Can't do that there. Can't do that there. What level? Almost did that in my PA. 44. I've done that so many times, thinking I'm trading my eval and then find out I'm trading in my PA. Not a fun experience. And then my third one will probably be inside of this block here. That's where I would love to. I'm down almost $100. I'm gonna just let this ride because I think I'm gonna risk like 350 or so. I need a target. Yeah, this I don't like that block. I really don't. Let me come to a 15. Maybe I find something better. Yeah, like, well, see, yeah, and that's that. They hit my 250. That's it. That's it. Probably would have did 3 here at 284. So 244. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Not a whole. Oh Lord, I said some water. Thank you. She brought me almost a gallon. All right. And then actually, you know, let me write this down because I might revisit this if this thing finds a bottom. So got 284 and what was that 5-minute one? That 5-minute one was 243. Right around there. So those are probably my scale-ins if I would decide to get back into this thing, because it could be that we came back to 200 just to retest. I would love for them to touch 197 so that way we could just touch the opening range, but it's almost like we're about to put in a fair value gap and see if they can hold it from there. Let's take one off of this. Let's see what happens. They might just kidnap me, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm going to put a 2 at 227. I'm going to put a 3 at the 243. And I'm going to do a 6 at the 284. So again, you're risking like 200, 225 or so, give or take. I wanted to play options, but this is not that case. This thing is going to be relatively tricky to do so. Come on, get up there. Get all that sell side liquidity. Come on. Get up in there. Get up in there. Almost there. At my 227. It gets to that 227. That thing's going to go ahead and scale me properly in. And then we'll be taking out that high again. What sucks is that I do have to probably put a stop loss at break even, because if this thing reverses, they're going to go right into you know where, the opening range. You know how it goes, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put a stop loss right there at 210. Look like I'm about to get ready to modify in a minute because of that scaling about to kick in. If we can sweep that sell side liquidity and take that top off, boom, there you go. Put in that break even with my scaling. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to stop me out, which is okay. But I'd rather be protected than for me to just be wide open and reckless. All right, I got $500, $540, $630, $645, $750, $885, $930, $930. Pull back to $855. Come on, baby. I knew it. I knew they would try to smack it. I'm willing to risk the whole entire $855. I is still close to break even. Looking for it to just go ahead and cascade right on through. Come on. Don't you dare trail stop me out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get that sell side liquidity. They're not going to do it. Look at that. Come on. Yeah. Now, if I had got it from the bottom, I would have been in all of that smoke. Every single ounce of it. So it got to like 930 and they stopped me out with, let me see what the number is. $200. And that's what I was saying. Like, unfortunately, and it might have been that 15-minute one. I bet you it's that 15-minute order block. Not even. We got into that range. I was trying to get the feel of this whole entire thing. That's why the 243, that would have been the next pickup, and then we go from there. Oh, come on now. Come on now. That's pure scalp. Let's go. Let's get that real push now. I got 430, 365, 390, 540, 640, 615. I know y'all probably like, Jeff, just take the money. Just take the money. Do not let that thing come back after you just gave away 800. I'm going to take about $300 or so. 590, 450. Oh, there goes 390. I'll take the 390. That was pure scalp that kicked in. Let's go. I was trying to get the whole entire smoke of this fair value gap, but they're being real tough about it. Again, I am getting in late, so I deserve all this choppiness and annoying and frustration. And look, it's going to go up anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, I deserve that because I should have been in super deep into there. If I was just doing pure 5-minute fair value, I mean, 5-minute open range, I'll be in with here and then scaling it here. But because I know this could be a strong rejection area, I'm being very aggressive. Because I want to be able to see if we can just pop through all of that smoke that probably could come back from the bears. There goes that 240, that 245 again. They trying to spike it again. I really do think we could get as high as 284, and that's why I want to be at max contract with that. But with all this dancing that it's doing, I'll take what I have. I'll find something better. And we're close to 10 o'clock anyway, so we're gonna get a new 4-hour candle too, and all my alerts are probably gonna pop off in like 39 seconds. Ugh. This close. And I know probably Javi's probably gonna yell at me. He's gonna be like, "Well, you had 1K. It's like beast mode. 1K here and then 1K again. If you took both of them, you probably be at 2K." Yeah, but I want bigger. I'm swinging. I'm swinging for the fences. Merc, please tell me you took a piece of the opening range. All right, they just hit the target. This is the target I was looking for. I would have probably started scaling out here. What just? Yeah. Oh, you don't want that smoke? He said, "I'm just watching." Nah, it's if you're gonna do options, then yeah, I could feel your pain. You ain't trying to do all that now with options. But from a future side, it's not that bad from a future side. Okay. But you're being light with it, right? Oh, they almost threw the order block. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. The target I have is 197. If it blasts right through that 197, you're gonna be a happy person. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you would have been up good for real. Nah, that's all right. On to the next one. Gold is about to take off. Yeah. Well, can you lower the leverage and still be in it, or it's that far away? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Cause I think we've tightened up the range way too tight now, and it has no choice but to explode somewhere in the direction that's wide open is up. Hmm. And that 45 minute, that's 60. If I just got in from 9:45, let me show you what I mean. So here's that 45 minute, and I'm trying to, stop myself from overthinking the 45 minutes so much. If I got in from here, I could have had this whole entire candle. Granted, I got it in pieces, and I'm happy with what I got. I probably would have been max leverage around here, but yeah, we about to come up to the 45 minute 200 SMA, and then the 200 EMA is right at equilibrium on the 45 minutes. So, and I got a TP1 at 289 that can really put some pressure to the downside on NQ. So, oh, let me go see ES. Let me see what you're talking about. Yeah, don't wish it. Just plan it. You got it. Just do it. You want me to play? You want me to send you the video? Just do it. I still got it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's either that it feels real good or it feels real bad. Then you just stay away. But that in between, nah, we ain't giving you that. Mm-mm. We go. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. So we're going from narrow to wide state then. Yeah. And you second guess it. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put the just do it YouTube on in the chat anyways. Just do it. Get that mindset right. Oh, you know which one I found recently? And I go through some of my old stuff. You know the one where we was talking about Da Vinci and how he made the Mona Lisa, and he didn't just plop. There was a picture of the Mona Lisa. He had to draw outline. Then he brought in the details and this, that, third. Almost like how we draw on the chart. You got an outline where you think it's going. I was like, oh my god, that was deep. I gotta bring this back. Yeah, I I try to do it in so many metaphors. That way, people that are confused, they'll be like, "Oh, you know what? I heard him say it this way, and it's like said in different ways, but it's almost the same solution no matter what." Yeah, I think this is it. There's the breakout. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love what the MACD is doing because it's crossing. We got like 7 minutes on this 15 minute. The only problem is the 50. I mean, sorry, this fair value gap and the 200 EMA is in the same spot. So that's the only thing that's going to be tricky on that. But if it can break through here, no, this thing might go clear to 220. I'm sorry, 210. Yeah, no, it looks good. Did you save a little bit or you still at your full position? Okay. Hmm. Then wake up to a surprise and give everything back. Like me when I was up $900 and I gave all of it back. And the funny thing about it, it went straight to my target. I was not. I don't listen, folks. I do not let a green trade turn red. It's impossible. That's how you get knocked out the market. You on the way? Yeah, it's on the way down on NQ2. So Russell's coming down. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't like this space because this order block that we're on is a very deep order block because this was what I thought was going to catch us on Friday when we was dropping down because this like what was previous resistance turns into support, so I thought they came back to test support and they said nope, we're gonna go under it, and that's what made a lot of this movement just kind of liquidate down. That was all this buy side liquidity that they ate, all of it. So now they kind of tweezer bottom in it right now. If we can hold this at a tweezer bottom, oh my god, this thing's gonna go freaking bananas. That's gonna make this, yeah, this is gonna make this daily stochastic go up. Let me see what the 4 hour looks like. The 4 hour might be turning too early. Nah, actually, this is solid. If that 4 hour takes hold, right, and this stochastic crosses that 50% mark, woo, we're talking about pin, and then they might grab, and then the second stage of the liquidity would begin through the zero line on this MACD. This thing will print something vicious, but it needs to hold, probably hold this opening range. Like like if we spend the whole day just staying above 197 and they just keep on reloading, you'll know that they're accumulating position. And right now we're above Friday's opening range too. So we got two opening ranges that we can stay on top of. Mm. You gonna wait for the yeah? Let the retracement be done because like I said, this is the first time we get on the other side of the order block. We need the retracement. Let me go check out your Russell. Let me see what you're seeing. Yeah. So no, this is NQ. Why is it NQ? Or Russell? So yeah, they it would have been better if they touched the 200. It would have been way better if they touched the two. I don't like this because it makes me think that they don't want to touch the fair value gap. And we've tried one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, if you want to count that, to try to get to this level. And we keep getting sold off before that happens. I don't like seeing that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm, because everybody that was trying to aim for the pre-market, they got out took their profits, or the bears are stepping in and kicking their ass. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those wait and sees. There's nothing you can relatively do now. It's like can this like be like a very ugly cup and handle type of thing? Yeah, it can, but it needs to get past this 200. But you don't want to force nothing. But the good thing is we keep closing above this block. You might get like one of those where it keeps on drilling, trying to push it up. So I would say look out for that 197. Look out for the 193. You want it to stay bullish above 193, and then it'll take off to 210. I don't know. I don't know if you have those levels. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for that 210. Yeah, I agree. It can. It's knocking at the door. Yeah, it's not it's not like it's far fetched. It's just the problem is actually that 5 minute evening start that I saw on NQ is reversing. They might get these bears right out of here. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I didn't even mark off the daily 618. I forgot to do that. That's why we reacted like that. If this thing takes off the top here, this thing's gonna fly up. All right, everybody at YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I'm gonna go ahead and talk with the team over here, and then we'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great day.